Oh boy, is this a project that's been a long time coming. Like a lot of us, I guess, I never have enough room in my workshop. There's always something you're going to have to move around to adjust for the lack of room. This is my table saw for cutting wood, and I just cut this piece of angle iron, which I'm going to fix on the bottom of it. I'll just clamp it here to show you. And this is the legs, and it's sitting on its side. So then I made two of these out of Harbor Freight wheels, and I did a different mount. And I'm going to weld them, one like that, one here, and of course one over here. Now the saw cuts this way when you cut. You run the wood that way against the blade, so the plane of the blade is like this. So the force will be that way, and your wheel will be sitting this way, so you'll go against the side of the wheel. So when you cut, you don't have to lock your wheels. And I'm just going to have two of these wheels on here. The other side will be, I'll move the adjusting screw so the saw sits square. And then you lift the other end of the saw, and you can kind of wheel it around like a wheelbarrow, a two-wheeled wheelbarrow. And then when you sit it down, it's already kind of locked in place. That's my idea anyway. And I'll be able to store it in the garage out of the weather, and then run it out here onto the driveway when I have to cut wood. I can dump the sawdust on the ground and pick it up later, and all the dust that comes off the wood cutting won't go all over my machine tools. All right, I have to mark the inside of. I have to mark this piece of steel. Well, I'm going to have to drill the holes in that piece of steel since I marked them. I'm rather excited. I bought these R8 to Morse taper adapters at Enco, and this is my actual first try with it. So we'll have to see how they work. Morse taper, if you're not careful, they'll just kind of like drop out. Not held in by anything except their, oh, that takes a while, by friction. But you push against it and they get tighter. Sometimes they come out too easy, and sometimes you can't get them out. You have to work them out with a drift. Anyway. Lined it up by eyeball, but that's not too fast. I'm going to be a little fast. I think that's a little better for the speed. I don't like blue chips coming off my drill bit. Sounds like I didn't sharpen it right, doesn't it? Oh well. Well, that's that hole. Now I'll get the other end. Here's the other end. God, this is fun. Okay, I mentioned Morse taper. This is the R8 to Morse taper adapter, and you can see it has a hole in there. So this one is actually in there pretty tight. I can't get it out. So you have a drift, which is basically just a wedge, and you stick it in this little hole here, and you give it a smack, and that loosens the taper, and it comes right out. I love Morse taper, and it holds with this little tang there. It won't spin when it's in there, so you can really get a bigger drill. This is a Morse taper number 2. I go up through 3. I got 1 through 3 adapters, Threes, you can get a fairly large drill. You can probably get a 1-inch drill with a three Morse taper. So you can do considerably a lot of machine work with Morse tapers. All right, I got it clamped on, and now I'm going to put a tack on it. All right, I tacked it on the top there. Now I'm going to take the clamp off and see if I can't bend it back a little bit. This is give me a little clearance on that wheel, which I noticed was a little tight. Just a little bit of clearance there will help. Whoops. A little too much clearance. Well, it wasn't a strong weld, was it? It was just a tack. Well, I got the one side. Now I'll tack on the other side. Using self-darkening helmet, which really helps your welding. Don't know if I completely trust them, but what the hell? You can clean that very well. I better put a grind on that. Give it a little bit. I'll pay for that later. All right. Oh, I hate it when the sun shines on the back of your helmet and you blind you. Well, I got them both welded on. I guess I gotta wait till they cool a little bit. Ground a little bit off that one. It was sure an ugly weld. Anyway, next I'll get the wheels on there and see if this project is actually going to work. Well, there they are. I got them welded on. And, this one, I think it finds a little that'll wear in. That one's pretty free. Well, all in all, I think it works pretty good. You know, I can kind of move this around where I want it. Of course, you can pivot it and whatnot. And that's good because I got to move it around to figure out how to get these adjusted. Oh well, another thing to do. Might wait another day for that. Getting a little hot out here. It's actually it's a fairly strong mount. It seems to handle the little cracks in the driveway well. So all in all,